Acute rehab is an amazing opportunity for people to regain that function and any sort of quality of life back that they had before.
I started out as an EMT and got more into the medical side of things and found out about physical therapy, and I was really drawn to the patient interaction and the opportunity to restore lives and rebuild lifestyles.
What's rewarding about teaching is when you kind of see that spark in someone where they're like, oh, I didn't know that before. And you see them write something down or something that they're really going to take home with them. They're going to always have that connection with you because that was such a substantial part of their rehab process.
Our Chief Executive Officer came and sat down and had lunch with us on our first day here to say, welcome, this is just as much your place as it's mine, and we're looking forward to having you as part of our staff. It really made me feel valued. I've had the opportunity to see patients with diagnoses that I hadn't been familiar with previously, so just the exposure to a diverse patient population is very unique. The access to these resources allows me to really be creative with my practice. I'm not limited to treating every patient as a cookie-cutter treatment. I wasn't prescribed the treatment. I was able to create and make a plan that is centered on the individual. We have a lot of the equipment that allows us to work from all different levels of abilities. So if it's as low as a parallel bars or a stander where people can't stand up by themselves, we have the option to get them to a point where they're standing.
The really good things that Encompass Health is good at is supporting your educational growth.
Once you've worked here a year, this company will help chip away at your loans. It's a great opportunity to establish the continuity in your staff because it keeps people on board for a longer period of time, but it also helps with the expense that we've all taken and the sacrifices we've made to become who we are today.
Encompass Health is providing you a lot of opportunities to do continuing education. Almost every profession where you have to maintain a licensure, you need to do continuing education. Everything that I've ever wanted to do or even thought about applying for has always been allowed. They'll hold you to a high standard, they have high expectations, they'll demand a lot of you, but that creates a really strong employee and a really strong therapist.
We are the connection with the patient. We are giving them the qualities that they need in order to be out in the community again, to get home again, to spend time with their family again. And so we are the ones that are responsible for making that connection again with their outside world. Anytime I maybe get a patient now, I say, okay, one day at a time, we're gonna do this.
There's a moment where you realize that you've done your job to make them feel safe after events in their life have made them feel completely unsafe.